upper body strength and yoga, all in a seated format here today. You're really gonna get the best of all worlds here, toning and strengthening those upper body muscles, and we will also release and relax them, reducing tension from the neck, shoulders, and some of the spine. Let's go ahead and get you set up for this workout. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Jessica. You will need your chair. It's completely seated today. You also need a set of hand weights, any weight that works for you. Go ahead, get that all together, and we're going to get started right now. We'll start with the weights underneath the chair, getting a few warm-up stretches here. Get positioned with those hips centered up in the chair, and then a little bit of a tailbone tuck, lengthening through that low back. Inhale, take those arms up overhead. Exhale, twist to the right. Good, twisting through the back, so make sure that it didn't come from the hips. Knees should still be leveled up. Slowly bring it around center. Open those arms. Drop them back down. Let's go ahead and repeat that to the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Again, feeling a nice stretch through the middle of the back. Bring that back forward, open those arms out. We'll raise them straight up overhead this time, and exhale, cactus arms here. Work those elbows back. Great job. Try not to push the belly button or the low back forward. Release those hands on down. Great job here. Reach it forward, arch through the spine. Open it out, lift the heart. Send the thumbs back. Take it on down. We're going to turn slightly to the right. Arm circles forward, left arm. Reverse those here, take them back. To the center, walk it slightly over to the left, right arm backward circles. Take this forward. Back to the center, right arm will reach down back behind us, left arm up overhead. Try not to bring the shoulder up into the ear, keep it pulled down. Stretch should be through the shoulder muscles, not in the joint or pinching through the neck. Reverse. One more set here, each side. Bring them into the center. Let's take some wrist circles here. Last warm-up stretch, but we are working with the dumbbells, so we'll get these wrists warmed up. Open up the fingers, wiggle here. Reverse those wrist circles. And open and close here. Get those hand muscles warmed up. They're working here today also. Real quick, just a few more. And go ahead, grab those dumbbells. Great job here. Starting off with a nice, easy one, right arm, bicep curl, and press it up overhead. Bring it back in, lower it down. Same thing here on the left. Alternating. Core muscles are gonna work hard to balance you. Obviously, one side is a little off center with that weight. Smooth and steady. Minimize movement through the trunk of the body. That's how you know those core muscles are showing up. One more, each arm. Lower that left arm down slow. Turn those weights, dumbbells, and palms in so that they're facing the chair. Lean forward just a little bit. Keep that tailbone tucked. Pulse those arms. back. Now, if you were to get a sideways view, there's no tension on the dumbbell right here, right when it is right above the floor. Tension starts right about here, and then pressing back without getting any extra movement through the neck. Work where there's tension, so try not to release all the way down to the floor. That's a great modification if you need it. But work through that back half of the movement if you can, both arms. Core muscles pulling up and in to support the low back. Low back should not be doing all of the work here. Neck nice and long. Keep going. Two more. Take it back forward, elbows pin in close to the rib cage. We're not going to move the elbows. Weights come up and down. Stay seated tall. Tailbone tucked forward, so we're not pushing the belly forward. We're keeping it in between the hips and rib cage. Great job. No swinging through those elbows. Two more to go here, smooth and steady. Last one, great job. Take those feet out a little bit wider. Take those hands over to the front. We're gonna pull up and back. You're not turning the body. You're not pushing the stomach forward, so we're not rolling into the low back here. Core muscles pull up and in. Good. Even though we're raising this hand up and back, shoulder should be staying a good distance away from the air. So you do not want it to look like this. Nice and long through the neck, keeping space. Great job here. One more, each arm. Hold those weights down here. Lift those weights up off the thighs just a touch. Soft bend through the elbow. Curl the hands underneath. So working on forearm strength here. This could be a smaller movement than you expect. Don't force yourself into a big movement. It could just be a few inches, feeling that forearm working. Great job here. Turn them over, pull them back in, step those feet in, elbows stay into the sides. Open them out and bring them back in. Feel how those shoulder blades move. Again, not pushing the stomach forward, looking for extra movement through there. I would rather this be a smaller movement done correctly than a big movement using muscles we're not targeting. Great job here. You should feel some work right in that upper back area right here, kind of behind the shoulder. We are working rotator cuff muscles here. If you're new to the channel, you'll get familiar with this one. It's one of my favorite ways to work those external rotators, giving that rotator cuff a lot of good strength. Hold on here. Elbows turn in. Lean yourself to the front. Straight back. Elbows are not moving. So again, sideways view. Press it back. No movement through the wrist, so don't flick the wrist. There's no extra work there. Straight back and in. Both arms working together. If that's a little too much, one arm at a time. Again, core muscles pulling up and in, support that low back. Shoulders away from the neck. Nice and strong. Feel the backs of the arms working. We have 2 more. Really sit down to the front. Soft bend in the elbow, so bring them up just a little bit. Out to the sides. Think about lifting the elbow, not the shoulder. So we don't want the shoulder coming up. We want elbow going out. Alternating here. Any pressure or irritation in the shoulder joint on that lifting movement, keep it a little bit lower. So just shy of where that pain begins. Stay away from the pain. You're not going to have as big of a movement if you modify, but I always like to point out that you'll be able to go twice as fast, so you'll be getting twice as many. So it's not less work, it's just making the work more comfortable and a better fit for you. So modifications don't mean you're taking it easy, doesn't mean you're cutting corners or that you're somehow cheating the work. You're getting more reps, just less range of motion. So it evens out. Here we go. We've got a few more. Stay with me. One more, each arm. Flip those hands over. We're a little bit wider. So instead of the palms facing straight forward, they're going to be a little bit out, 45 degrees off to the sides. We're going to take a wide bicep curl here. Elbows stay in, one arm at a time. Make sure you're releasing these weights slow on the way down. There is work through that lowering phase of the movement. Sometimes we get in a rush to get out of the work and we go through that lowering phase really fast. You want to make sure that you're developing strength, not just lifting, not just holding, but also lowering resistance. One more, each arm. All right. Arms are going to work together here. I have 2 choices for you. I'd like you to choose the exercise that is the best fit for you. Palms are still facing forward. Weights can come up slightly over, well, it's not really overhead, but arms are overhead, and we don't want the weights above your head. A little bit forward, so if they do fall, they land a little bit on the lap. This is the first option. The second option is to bring them here towards the middle. It's the same movement. We're just creating this big circle, whether that circle comes more overhead or more to chest height, or maybe you alternate them. Find what works for you. Variety here gives us options to stay comfortable and safe. I'm going to keep going, alternating just so that you can see both. This one is bigger in the shoulders. Wherever you're working, let's go ahead and take 2 more. Great job there. Hands come down to the sides. We're going to pull the weights up to the sides and then turn it so the palms are facing back and pull up there. So 1, we're alternating. Palms facing your body, palms facing the wall behind you. You're going to feel those shoulders. Again, I will not leave you here very long. And it's nice knowing that we have some really great yoga stretches coming after this strength portion of the workout. So those muscles might be a little cranky with you now, but we will get them feeling amazing. 2 more. Great job there. Go ahead, walk those hips forward in the chair. You're going to be slightly leaned back, so you're going to let that upper middle back rest on the back of your chair. Watch what is happening through the low back here. You don't want it sagging down to the seat, and you don't want to be overly arched, pressing up and forward. Nice and neutral between. Weights come up, turn them forward, press them down and up. Watch how far those elbows are dropping down. Too far down is going to put a lot of pressure through the front of the shoulder joint. So you want elbow right at about the shoulder joint and back up. Common mistake. I see a lot of people coming from all the way back here, and then their poor shoulders just feel so fussy after the exercise. Great job. Feel those chest, shoulder, and arm muscles working here. Bring those weights down, sit it on up, give it all a good little shake if you need it. We're gonna go back to that same posture. We're gonna take a different exercise. Take a break if you need it. Let's go ahead and lean on back. Elbows into the sides. Dumbbells are right here, press them straight up. Elbows come back to the sides. Try to keep equal spacing through the hands. So elbows here, whatever that distance is, it's the same up at the top. Release it back down. You're gonna feel a little bit of chest, and you're also using these tricep muscles. They are responsible for bending and straightening through the elbow. So they are extenders. They straighten the arm. Good, press it up. Lower, slow and steady. Find neutral positioning for the neck. We have 2 more exercises after this, and we move on to yoga. So home stretch for that. 2 more here. Great job. Bring yourself on up. Take one of those dumbbells. Go ahead and set it underneath the seat. We're gonna lean ourselves forward just a little bit. You can start with whatever arm that you would like. Just remember to go reverse. I'm gonna start here with the right arm. I'm gonna lean forward here on my left arm. Any position that's comfortable. You do not want the low back overworking. You're gonna raise this arm up and out. Feel the shoulder blade move in towards the spine. Really common that people start pushing the jaw forward or scrunching shoulder up to the neck. Avoid that. If anything, think about tipping this weight, the top of the weight, slightly back. That might help you find a little bit more of that shoulder blade movement. If it's not perfect, or if you need a modification, just take a standard back row here. If the weight is too heavy, you can do this with no weight at all. Two more on this side. Bring it up and in. Switch it over to that opposite arm. If you followed me, it's going to be over to the left arm now. Up and back. Both sides of the body could be completely different depending on flexibility through the muscles, mobility through the joints, and also with strength. So take your time here to figure out how to engage with the work on this side. And if you need that modification, standard back row. Feel that shoulder blade moving in towards the spine without pushing the stomach forward. Chin forward or shoulder up to the air. was a lot of information today. I know anytime we're working with dumbbells, I'd really rather give you too much information than not enough. I want to keep you safe. I want you to get the most out of these exercises with as little risk of injury as possible. Bear with me here. 2 more. Last one. Great job. Go ahead, take it back to the right hand, or I guess just whichever hand you started with. We're going to raise it up overhead, taking that tricep press. Bend the hand back, press it up. Watch out for the back of the neck. Watch out for pushing the stomach forward. We do not want to do that. All the work right here, right in this back of the arm muscle. And that tricep muscle is responsible for extending through the arm. Two more on this side. Doesn't matter which side you're on, just go ahead, switch it over to that opposite arm. Give that one a little shake if it needs it. Up and down. Remember to lower slow. Even though this tricep muscle works to extend the arm, it is also working as you lower to decelerate tension out of that muscle. So it's controlling the lowering of the weight. You get more out of the movement if you do that slowly. Let's take those last 2 here. Hopefully feeling good. Bring it up. Take that dumbbell, go ahead, set it underneath the seat. You do not want any tripping hazards. As you get up, shake off those hands. And let's go ahead and right away stretch those fingers open. They've been holding those dumbbells the whole time. Drop the shoulders from the ears. Wiggle the fingers here. We really undervalue fingers, hands, and feet sometimes. They're the foundation for our movement. Wrist circles, gotta take good care of them too. Reverse, opposite direction. Hands fold down to the lap, palms up. Drop the shoulders, tuck the chin. Raise the chin up as far as feels good. One more time, all the way down, as far as feels good. And up. Back to neutral. Look over the right and let that left hand fall down towards the floor. Bring that left hand up back to the lap. Look over to the left. And then right hand will fall to the floor. Back up into the lap, nice and easy. We'll go ahead, turn halfway to the right. Look down towards the floor, so right to the outside of that right leg. Roll the chin through the center and end on that left side. Take those hands down to the floor as you bring the neck and head back up to neutral. Palms facing forward, and then rotate the arms. Palms facing out to the sides. Roll them in. And back. Notice here all of the movement is through this upper arm bone and shoulder joint, so I'm not rounding and tucking into it. We will get into that, but just start here with the shoulder joint, just naturally moving through our available range of motion. And now this time, roll them in, tuck it forward slightly, open it up and back. You can lift the heart tall, make sure the low back feels good with that. 2 more times. Great job there. Go ahead, leave it here to forward fold, reaching hands down towards the floor, or just resting here on the lap, letting that low back round. So if needed, you can press back, getting a little bit of tuck of the tailbone there. Really easy to do if the forearms are on the thighs. You kind of push them forward, helping guide the spine into a bit of an arch. Look off to the right. Open that left arm out. Take that hand, turn it over so that the back of the hand slides in lightly to the back. We're not pressing. And then just let the head fall forward, stretching gently through here as we also stretch through the front of the shoulder. Release it back in, over to the left, open the right arm, back of the hand, touches to that right side back. Let the head fall until you have that nice neck stretch. Bring it into the center, side to side here through the spine. Make sure everything feels good. Wiggle it out, and let's go ahead here. Interlace the fingers or touch fingertips together. Extend it out to the front. Take it up, overhead. Spine nice and tall. Try to avoid back bending here. Open them out to the sides, shoulder rolls. Nice and easy. You've already done some really great work here today. This is the part where we relax and soften, really taking care of those muscles with love. Bring the hands back up, interlace those fingers, arch the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale, take it on up. Open it out. 3 shoulder rolls here, up and back. Great job here. Reach those hands forward. Don't interlace the fingers this time. Just press, getting cat back. Inhale, take them up overhead. Exhale, right arm will drop, connecting forearm to forearm here. Hug it across the body gently. I'm trying really hard not to smash the microphone. You know where we're going with this. Keep the shoulder out of the ear, down. Pull across the body. Release those arms open. Inhale, take them back up. And as we bring them down, right arm is gonna go over the left. We'll ease it on down here for eagle arms. Feel a stretch here, opening through that upper middle back. If it's too much, prayer hands here. Big breaths here. Let the lungs help open this back. Release them on down. Just let them be heavy here for a second. Give them a little shake. Wiggle through the spine. Find some movement that feels good, and we will continue on. Exhale, send those arms forward, stretching here. Inhale, take them up overhead. Exhale, left arm falls to the right. Pull it across the body. Shoulder stays down out of the ear and back. Release it back down. Inhale, take them back up overhead. And left arm over the right. Eagle arms here, half bind or prayer hands. Whatever works for you. Drop them down. Find those nice deep breaths here. Release them on down. Step to the right with the right leg. Left leg will stay here just for a second. Lean it onto the right forearm. Left arm reaches up and over. Fingertips will slide to the back. Ease it up. Send it forward. Stretch that arm out. Pull it up. Lower the hand. Stretching through those tricep muscles one more time here. Great job. Open those arms out. Turn it forward for warrior arms here. Lengthen through the fingers, reaching for each side of your room. Send it forward with the right forearm again. 3 circles forward here with this left hand. At the bottom of your 3rd circle, leave the arm there and open it back. Good. Hold there wherever you feel the stretch without a lot of stress or tension in any of the joints. And then gently release. Step that back in. Beautiful job there. Out with the left. Left forearm to that left thigh. Right arm reaches up and over. Hand falls to the back. Sit it up. Lean it back to the left. Reach that arm. And repeat there a few times with me. Leave it here. Open those arms out. Go ahead, turn that right hip in. Warrior arms here. Again, fold forward with that left hand. 3 circles forward with this right arm. At the bottom of that 3rd circle, open it up and back. Pause where you feel the stretch through the chest and shoulder joint there, shoulder muscle. And then release, stepping it back in. Okay, those arms have had some really great strength work, some really nice stretches. Let's go ahead here and with a few wonderful poses just to help stretch them out. Pinkies back, thumbs up, drop the shoulders from the ears. Roll those thumbs back as far as you can without pushing the stomach forward. If anything, get a little bit more of a tuck. Release those hands down behind you. Reach for the floor. Gentle movement through the neck, anything that feels good. Fold those hands forward to the lap. Big breath in here, check in with the low back. Breathe in a way that you can feel the back stretching open. So I don't want you breathing here with shoulders coming up into the ears. That breath is really high. It's creating tension through the neck. Breathe stretching into the middle of the back. Make sure that diaphragm is working. Go ahead, slowly roll yourself on up here. Fold those hands to the lap. Neck rolls nice and gentle. Hands pull together here at the heart. Extend them out, so let those pinkies roll together. Press those arms out. Roll them back in. Prayer hands here, send them up. Fold them back, over, back behind the neck. Work to get those elbows back, but don't strain. Send them back forward. We're going to stretch out the wrist. Nothing should be painful. If it is, please modify or skip. Elbows will come up, shoulders will roll in as the wrists bend down. Open here, pressing fingertips together, stretching through the palm of the hand. Wrist circles here. Easy, easy, easy with it. Get a little bit of movement through the spine. Left arm reaches over to the right. Feel those back muscles stretch open through the middle back. Right to left. Great job here. Bring it back to the center. Let those hands fold to the left. Take any seated position here that feels good in your body, somewhere where you can rest and relax. Close the eyes and just bring some awareness to the breath. Don't change anything about your breathing, not faster, slower, deeper. Just notice the breath. Keep awareness with the breath here, but also scan the body a bit and see if you're holding on to last little threads of tension anywhere in the body. Maybe the shoulders are a little tight. Could be through the feet, hands, or face. As you breathe, think about your breath in, stretching that area open. And as you exhale, you're settling and softening into that area of tightness. One final breath in. And exhale, really soften the body with that breath. Step those feet back in if they're out. Hands come to the heart. Draw yourself tall with that breath in, and then exhale, bow it forward. Namaste. Thank you so much to everyone who joined us for this workout. If you are new to the channel, we definitely want you to meet us back here for the next one. So consider clicking that subscribe button before you head out today. And if you are returning and you have been here with us for these workouts, I definitely thank you for the support, for watching, for sharing, for liking, commenting, and subscribing. It always means so much. I'll have plenty more of these workouts for you guys. So definitely, I will see you all back here again very soon. You are all done for today. I hope that body feels amazing. As always, keep taking good care of yourselves, and thank you for watching.